2 months before our wedding, I thought my life was perfect. We had the venue booked, invitations sent, and families buzzing with excitement. But one night, a friend pulled me aside with a grave look. He showed me photos. My fiancée, kissing. Another man at a bar acting like she didn't have a ring on her finger. My stomach dropped. At first, I thought it had to be old. But the date stamp crushed me. It was from last weekend. My fiancée wasn't the woman I thought she was. That night, I confronted her. She didn't deny it. She shrugged, almost bored, and said, "It didn't mean anything. I was drunk. You're overreacting." I couldn't believe it. This wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. My trust shattered instantly. But when I told my mother, expecting comfort, she surprised me with her response. "Honey, it's just cold feet. Don't ruin the wedding over one mistake. Marriage is about forgiveness." Her words stung. Instead of defending me, she told me to accept betrayal. I felt cornered. Everyone expected me to marry her. Deposits were paid. Family and friends had made plans. My mom pressured me to keep the peace, but every time I looked at my fiancé, I saw the man she chose over me. I stayed silent, pretending I was fine. But inside, a storm brewed. I realized something crucial. Forgiveness is one thing, but entering a lifelong commitment with a liar, that's stupidity. And if she thought I was going to play the fool at the altar, she was gravely mistaken. I decided to keep my discovery a secret, at least until the right moment. Outwardly, I acted normal. I smiled during wedding prep, took engagement photos, and played the part of the doting groom-to-be. But in the background, I collected evidence, screenshots of her messages, the photos from my friend, and even hotel receipts she thought I'd never see. Each piece of proof was a weapon, and I knew exactly when to use them. Revenge wasn't just coming, it was going to be public. The wedding day arrived. The church was full. Everyone smiled, unaware of the truth about the bride in white. My heart pounded, not with nerves but with anticipation. As the ceremony began, my fiancée walked down the aisle, beaming like she had won. She thought I had forgiven her, or worse, that I'd never found out. But she was wrong. This was my stage, and I was about to flip the script in front of everyone she wanted to impress. When it came time to exchange vows, I took a deep breath. Instead of reading the words I had prepared, I pulled a stack of papers from my jacket pocket. Before I promise forever, I think everyone here deserves to know what forever would actually look like with her. Gasps filled the room. My fiancé's smile froze. I handed the priest the photos and screenshots, asking him to pass them to her parents first. The silence was deafening as truth spread through the crowd like wildfire. My fiancé stammered, tears welling up, but it was too late. Guests whispered, some shaking their heads in disgust. Her father's face turned red with rage. My mother, who had begged me to accept it, buried her face in her hands. And me? I felt lighter than I had in weeks. "This is who she really is," I announced, "and I will not marry someone who treats loyalty like an option." I placed the ring back in its box and walked away from the altar. Chaos erupted behind me. My fiancée collapsed into sobs, begging for forgiveness. Her bridesmaids looked mortified. Guests began filing out, some glaring at her, others consoling her parents. My mom ran after me, apologizing, saying she just didn't want to see the wedding fall apart. I looked at her and said, "It didn't fall apart, it was saved from being built on lies." For the first time, she understood the weight of what had almost happened. In the weeks that followed, word spread fast. Friends and family applauded me for exposing the truth instead of silently enduring it. My fiancé tried reaching out, claiming she made a mistake. But her reputation was in ruins. Even her affair partner abandoned her once the public embarrassment hit. Meanwhile, I thrived. I focused on myself, spent time with people who truly valued loyalty, and eventually realized my life wasn't ending, it was just beginning, free from betrayal. Now, when I look back, I don't regret how I handled it. My mom's advice to accept it could have trapped me in a lifetime of misery. But by choosing revenge, not violent but truthful, I set myself free. My fiancée thought she could cheat and still stand at the altar like nothing happened. Instead, she was exposed in front of everyone she respected. My wedding day didn't end with vows, but it did end with victory. And that, in its own way, was the perfect ending.